In the context of the developments in Tamil Nadu, we are joined by Kamal Hassan, who is, of course, an icon who needs no introduction. He has been quite vociferous today on Twitter, coming out and making statements and making his views known on what's been unfolding. Let me ask you, you've come out very strongly today on Twitter about what's been happening in Tamil Nadu. Obviously, you seem to be a little upset. It's saddening you. What is saddening you?
Well, it's nearly a 50-year-old sadness, tragedy which has been happening to Tamil Nadu, and maybe more. And it's come to this winter of discontent, and there is a limit to exploiting the ignorance of the general mass and silencing the intelligentsia, the press, and other medias. But somewhere it has to stop, and that's maybe this is a starting point to do all that.
Who's taking Tamil Nadu for a ride, sir? Obviously, it's the political class, but in this theatre that is being played out, who is the protagonist that you are directing your angst against?
Well, let me talk about something which I have the right to talk about and whom I understand. My people, they have been not only knifed but also been corrupt. They've taken money to vote, and that's what you get when you take money to vote. And this has been going on for quite some time. People were buying votes and we were selling votes. We actually don't have right to complain and deserve to live in this squalor, but I can't say that because they are my family, including the politicians, some of them who might have good intentions but cannot come out because they're part of the general delinquency.
But Ms. Sasikala now wants to become Chief Minister. Many people are saying that that's a mockery of the mandate because the people actually elected, in a free and fair election, elected J. Jayalalitha, and therefore you can't have a situation where Sasikala, who has been in the shadows, who has held really no offices, and who Ms. J. Jayalalitha did not even entrust any office to, today is going to become the Chief Minister.
Yeah, we are like allopathy now. We are not. We are only treating the symptoms. We are not treating the disease itself. We are quick to because with that solution of what do we do today, we have been settling for lesser and lesser and less. And I'm not in a war with personalities here. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember having shaken hands with Mr. Pannirselvan. I must have smiled at him and wished him good morning twice in my lifetime. But more than once, we have clashed on opposing ideologies, and that too publicly. But that doesn't matter. Right now, we have an office that's empty. And we have done our duty. And the party owes it to the people to put someone who's been there. And you can say that it's a legal party decision, but it seems more like a party indecision than a decision.
Okay, let me ask you, Mr. Kamal Hassan, because you're an opinionated citizen of this country. And I'm going to ask you, I'll put you on the spot. Who has a greater claim between Pannirselvan and Sasikala to the Chief Minister's post? There are only two aspirants there right now.
Yeah, once again, it's allopathic treatment. We will attend to the symptoms. The symptoms are looking bad. There's pain for the people and the party. So let's attend to that, and we'll talk about
So you're saying it doesn't quite matter?
And he's doing his job. He was there by the seaside looking at the oil spillage, if nothing else. Well, we didn't use the best of technology, we were using buckets. But that's to be, that's not, he's not the only one to be blamed for that. The whole nation can be blamed for that. But right now, let's work on something we have, which
Okay,
could
so
make the
you're
machinery
saying-
run a little more smoothly.
You're-
And if we
you're
don't
saying-
like him, we have the right to throw him out of the office. I'm not
Okay.
now
it's
playing
okay.
favorites with either
I
the
understand
lady
what you're
or
saying.
this
So
man.
you're saying that everything taken into account, Mr. Paneerselvam should be judged by the people and not pushed out because certain individuals perhaps want to orchestrate a power grab. I understand what you're saying. It's an important intervention you're making, but I want to ask you also
Ji.
that there are a large number of MLAs within the AIDMK, at last count 130, who believe that Shashikala should be chief minister. Now, MLAs also represent the will of the people. So therefore, I'm asking you, Mr. Hassan,
Do they?
in a situation such as this,
Do MLAs represent the will of the people? Have they ever, over the last 60 years, shown signs of it? How many? I'd like to shake hands with them and call them Netajis. If you can find a handful of people, you will find a handful of people. That's not enough for a large country like this.
Are you saying that there might be individuals within the party who are now being forced to take a decision because certain pressures are being put on them, and therefore perhaps an individual who was already doing a job is now finding himself out of the equation?
Yes, it's as simple as black money. Look at me, I'm a sufferer of the black money Raj, where even if I want to be straight, I have pressures on me. If I try to sell or buy anything, there's always the dark black market looming at me, threatening me, trying to twist my hand. How many times do I wring my hands away and run to safety? Safety where?
So why not become part of the solution, Mr. Kamal Hassan? Why don't you enter the ring? Enter the political arena.
No.
Try to bring change.
We have entered the political arena. The Dandi March is entering the political arena. You don't have to be Gandhi to do the Dandi March. I am already in the political arena when I go and vote and stain my fingers. And that's the amount of stain I'm willing to allow in my hand. Anything larger on the inner soul, I will not accept.
You will not accept
So,
anything more.
I am political. I am saying this.
Okay, but will you, there are many of your colleagues in the industry, some of whom you are exhorting to speak up against what could be a perceived injustice. But there are also many of them who have taken the plunge and become politicians. And they have come with a dream, they have an ambition. Would you count yourself amongst one of those individuals that perhaps tomorrow might want to take a lead?
Absolutely. I will count myself amidst one of individuals like Mr. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Mr. E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar. I will come with that group of people because they never went to people to ask for votes. They were reformers. And that's the kind of people I would be with. I don't know whether I might even follow them, but I'll be with them.
You're leaving that open, that option open. You're a political individual,
Yes.
You have said. You're interested in politics. You're interested in your community. Kamal Hassan could therefore become a willing stakeholder in altering the landscape of his community. Can I say that much? Can I say that much tonight?
You can, but that doesn't mean politician. That doesn't mean you'll find me standing on top of an open jeep doing namaste and asking for votes and then disappearing to enjoy my power.
So you want to be more committed to social change, even if it means floating some sort of a platform, even if it means floating some sort of a platform which could act as a pressure group, etc.
Yes. If I can't become a doctor, I'll become a doctor's assistant who carries the bag. The epidemic has to be attended to. I'll just be the assistant who carries the bag. I'm willing to do that. I have no egos because it's my nation, my people.
So how does Kamal Hassan best serve the people and become their assistant? That's the question I'm asking you.
You give me the bag, I'll carry it for you. But don't give me a crown. I'll stomp on it because I'm fed up of crowns. We threw one out of India.
Very interesting. Kamal Hassan This is the closest you've ever come to telling the world out there that you are going to be willingly participating in a process from inside to try and change it. Many people will read this, Kamal Hassan, as perhaps your formal entry into the political sphere with the intent of dictating the direction of Indian politics. That really is
I have been there for 35 years and with that intent, and nothing has happened. I hope something happens now.
Well, Kamal
I've been
Hassan,
there, I've been politically motivating people.
Kamal Hassan, thank you very much. As you prepare to take that leap, thank you for speaking to me here on Times Now. We'll leave it at that.